Hey everyone, Dr. Rodney White here with week 2 of our series on nutrition and how to fuel your body correctly. So the whole purpose of this series is really to empower you with the building blocks and the knowledge on how to eat correctly. And it's not about being perfect. I'm not perfect in my food choices. I don't expect you guys to be either. But what we want to be able to do is, rather than be ignorant and stick our head in the sand, and be one of the statistics, which at the moment is frightening. It's estimated that 90 to 95% of all the diseases and health issues we deal with are predominantly caused by the foods that we eat. You look at the number one and number 2 killers in this country: cardiovascular disease number 1, cancer number 2, and so many of these issues are caused by poor nutrition. And yes, as we've discussed in other videos, genes and things like that play a part, but even if you have bad genetics, the right nutrition will help your body deal with that. And so we don't want you to be one of those stats. I want you to know what I can eat, what I can't eat, why, and then you can challenge the myths that are out there. And so the next few weeks we want to go on a little journey, mainly concentrating on fats, because good fats are the most important thing you should be eating, and bad fats are probably the most damaging thing you could eat outside of sugar. And fats are the most misunderstood food, in my opinion, out there. And a lot of this started because back 40 or 50 years ago, it's frightening when you think about this, but there's a New York Times article that shows, and I'm not exactly sure who in the sugar industry, but someone paid off 3 Harvard scientists, the equivalent today of only $50,000 each, which isn't a lot, to manufacture data that said the slight increase in heart attacks and strokes that we'd been noticing early in the 20th century, that were definitely increasing, they wanted to show that those were being caused by saturated fats and not by sugar. Which right now, hopefully the majority of people should know that that's completely false, but unfortunately, I don't think most people do know this. And so this set us back 50 years in health and nutrition. The research has been screaming over the last 5 decades that no, this is wrong. Saturated fats are actually extremely important. Cholesterol, when it's the good cholesterol, is so important for every cell in our body. Without cholesterol, the cells get damaged, and that's what leads to arteries breaking down, cancer developing. You can see why this is such a mess. And so saturated fats aren't the evil. In fact, that should be the highest priority in your diet. You should be eating more good fats than protein or carbs. And again, we're going to teach you how to look for all of this and what you should do. But first, know what's a good fat and what's a bad fat. Coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil. They're the 2 oils you can have in abundance, and they are not going to harm you. They are helping all your cells in your body repair themselves. The bad oils are your vegetable oils, any of the animal oils, palm oil, safflower oil, all of these high-pressed oils. They create an inflammatory reaction in your body and they damage things. It all started with the Crisco cooking oils and things. People just wanted to find a way to get rid of some of this stuff that they knew was poisonous, so sure, let's give it to humans. Trans fats are the number 1 that you have to avoid. And thankfully, after 2018 in America, you don't have to worry about trans fats anymore. In 2015, the government finally recognized that 40 years of research can't be wrong. These are bad for us, and they are highly poisonous to the body. But instead of saying no more, they gave all the food industry producers 3 years to get rid of these things. So unfortunately, you still have to read your food labels for now and avoid trans fats. And what do trans fats come in? A lot of fast food, junk food. So you don't even know. You can read labels and then you go to McDonald's and you don't realize how many trans fats you're getting. It's just frightening how all this is played out. And look at things like margarine versus butter. For how many hundreds of years did our ancestors live on pasture-raised cow milk and butter, which was very, very good for you, And then we were told to replace it with margarine, which was loaded in trans fats. It's just poisoning the body. If you have it in your house, margarine or anything with trans fats, throw it out. There's also a lot of conjecture now over full fat versus low fat dairy. And it's been shown that even one serving of low fat dairy a day decreases brain function by up to 40%. The stuff's terrible. You're allowed to have full fat dairy, but get good quality, get grass fed, pasture raised, look for those kinds of things, and it's going to be healthy for you. So please don't be scared of fats. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk a lot about cholesterol and what you're actually looking for with that. And we're really going to try and hit home for the people who are on cholesterol medication, what they need to be really researching before they go too much further. So that's all we've got for you today. Please share this content. People have to know this. The food that they're putting into their bodies is so vital for either their health or their ill health and disease. And fats are the most important thing we should be getting, not the thing we should be avoiding. So if you've ever got any questions or this challenges your thinking and it maybe goes opposite to the way you've been led to believe, please leave a comment, reach out to us, do anything. We'd love to have a discussion with you and help empower you with more knowledge. Don't forget to ever hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and everyone have a great 4th of July.